Welcome back to the MMA Plug, powered by DenverSportsBetting.com. Run Kruck with Jordan Kurtz on 98.1 FM Mile High Sports. We now turn the spotlight on local Colorado MMA and a former LFA women's strawweight champion who will make her UFC debut this weekend. So excited for this. Loopy Godinez. Loopy, welcome into the MMA Plug. We appreciate the time.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. Lupita, I had the honor of calling your LFA title fight against Vanessa Demopoulos. That was last October at LFA 94. Incredible fight as you took the belt from Demopoulos and the champ and really earned you that call up to the UFC. Looking back, how do you feel that fight and your LFA experience helped prepare you for this UFC debut?
Oh, I think it was big because, the LFA was super professional, like the league is professional. So I go a little bit of what's going to be in the UFC, of course it's like I'm a lot busier right now, but it's similar. It's similar. Sure. And I got that and I'm doing good. It's good. It's good.
Awesome.
How much do you think that having gone, the full championship rounds distance in your last fight just helps add to your general experience factor coming into this matchup, especially against a veteran who was a former UFC title challenger herself?
Oh, I think it's huge, like I know I can be in there for 5 fights, no problem. And I mean, this one is only 3 rounds. So I'm just looking at it like, oh my gosh, it's all this for 3 rounds. That's crazy.
And a lot of people might not know you had that extensive amateur career, I believe at least 10 fights. Why did you feel that you wanted to stay at the amateur level for so long before turning pro?
Well, I was having a hard time finding myself in the cage. I was having a hard time. Like I will do really well at the gym. I will perform at the gym really good, but I just couldn't transfer in the cage just because I will get too nervous or I just couldn't be myself in the cage. But once I found myself in the cage, which it was the fight that I had with Sam Humes, my last amateur fight, right. That's when everything came together, and that's where I figured it out, like, oh, I like to dance before I come out, or I like to, to be chill, like I don't have to hate nobody, I don't have to love nobody. Right. It's just pure business and me having fun, I do this because I love it so much. I just don't see myself doing anything else, right? Honestly, if I wasn't for fighting, I have no idea why would I be doing.
That's awesome. So with that being said, talking about the experience factor, how has the experience coming out here to Colorado and training with some of the top females in the UFC, like I saw that you've trained with Rose and some of the other elevation team, what does that mean for you?
Oh, it's it's amazing. Get experience with all those girls and meet all these people, the coaches. It's just so good because I show up there and they are also helpful. They are all want to help out. The girls are amazing, and I've been there before. So, like I know some people there and the people like knew me from my last fight too. So yeah, it was great, have that experience. That's really nice.
And I know you're originally from Mexico, but how was it training at altitude here in Colorado? Was it a challenge at the beginning?
Yeah, it's not a joke. One day I actually felt pretty like, oh my gosh, I had a hard day, and I was looking, stuff on the air. Everything was moving, but I pushed through it.
That's awesome. Well, we're excited for this. I know that the UFC has really been a dream come true for you. Just emotionally, give us your thoughts about making this long-awaited UFC debut.
It's really, I'm really excited. I'm happy to start this new journey. it's just like, if I look back when I first got to Canada, and like with my family, with no English, with no house, with, with no jobs, with no school, with, all of that. And now, like, slowly but surely, having the house, having a car,
Right.
getting to training, speaking the language, doing all these things, like, and now I'm here, like, it's really nice,
It's awesome.
because it's nothing is being for free. Everything I've been working really
Worked
hard
hard.
for, and my
Yeah.
family too. So it's really nice to see that it's paying off, right?
Absolutely.
You've certainly taken a very hard working path all the way to get to where you are. You've put in the time. How important was it for you to find, basically, I guess, that guy who's holding all the keys right now? It seems like Jason House is the hottest manager in MMA, getting everybody signed. How important was it to have that alliance, or to have that partnership?
No, I mean, he's been amazing to me. He's been really good. He's really open to options, open to things, and he's the man. He's the man for sure.
I love Jason. Jason is awesome. He's one of
Yeah.
my favorite people in the whole sport.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's talk about this major fight as you take on former UFC title challenger and Invicta FC champion, Jessica Penne. And what was your reaction first, Loopy, when they offered you this fight against Jessica?
This is what happened. Jason Hans video called me and said, like, we got it, right? I was like, this is my face. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Now what? Right? So, that's it. That was my reaction. And then, he's laughing. Then he's like, you gotta leave the country, you gotta go to the States like tomorrow. And everything goes from there.
That's awesome. That's incredible. So, as far as what are your thoughts on the matchup specifically with Jessica?
I think we matched pretty well from her fights that she had, but it's hard to say because she haven't fight for a few years now.
Right.
And I'm just waiting for the best Jessica ever. That's what I'm waiting for, and I hope that's what happens. And yeah, I'm ready for whatever she brings on the table.
Awesome. Where do you feel you have the biggest advantage against the veteran in Penne?
My hands.
For those who didn't see it on the radio, she was showing her hands for sure. Yeah. So just give us a little idea. You don't want to give the game plan away, of course, but you do see this fight taking place mostly on its feet?
It could be also. I could take her down. Use some of my wrestling and some of my heavy chop.
Good point.
I will. I'm open for whatever comes. I don't have like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm always open because it's a fight. Maybe her boxing is better than mine. I don't know.
I love that. That just willing to run headfirst into the storm mentality. I think that you're going to do great things. You have a very bright future. You're young, coming into the sport in a very good position, and I can't wait to see what moves forward for you there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate it. My last question for you, Lupe, is the current odds. They have you as almost a 3-1 favorite. And I don't know if you look at the odds, if you care about being a favorite, if you care about being an underdog. Is that something that you look at? And were you surprised in that you were such a big favorite going against a more experienced fighter?
I wouldn't know if people don't, like, if they didn't send me the screenshot that they have, right? I wouldn't know. Honestly, I don't bet ever.
Right.
But it's just, I feel so happy that people believe in me, and that's just so, great. It's so nice. But that's a fight. That's what I'm looking at. People are betting. That's great for them if that's what they want to do. But for me, that's just, the fight is in front of me.
Very good. Well, congratulations again, Loopy Godinez. Best of luck in your UFC debut. We will be watching. Thanks again for the time.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Have a good day.
You bet. The MMA Plug, powered by DenverSportsBetting.com, rolls on after this.